Hey guys, coming at you makeup free with another video. Thanks so much for tuning in again. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and this is my YouTube channel where I'm going to talk about all things makeup, beauty, and Sephora related. Side disclaimer, I am not speaking on behalf of Sephora as a company, but I am going to talk about my experience working there and just my own personal opinions. So I thought it would be really interesting to bring you a video in which I talk about some of the products that I get for free, the gratis. Now, if you've not heard this word before, it's a word that we use within Sephora, and it basically means free, full-sized, brand new products, usually new launches, but not always, that we receive, I'd say around once a month, sometimes twice a month, depending on how many things we get. And essentially we have a bin with our name on it, and once it fills up to the top, we get all of those products for free. And it's basically so that we can try them out and so that we can advise clients as they come into our store, because we've actually tried the products out. It is one of the biggest perks of working there because obviously these products are quite expensive and we wouldn't be able to afford to purchase all of them ourselves. So I have two really big bags here. I have this bag full of product, and then I have a smaller little bag of product. So the first product that I'm seeing here is the Vegan Milk Moisturizer. It is brand new. It's one of those new launches, and I've tried this in store and it's very rich. It's a very thick moisturizer. It's unscented, and I think it would be really, really good for people who are dry. Let me put it on right now to kind of prep my skin if we're going to be doing makeup. It doesn't have any smell, which I appreciate, and it kind of reminds me in texture of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's just a really thick emollient cream. I think people with oily skin would probably hate this, but if you're having dry patches this winter, this would probably be up your alley. All right, next I'm seeing that I was given the F-Balm by Drunk Elephant. This is a brand new moisturizing mask. I'm just gonna pop this little cap off and test it out on the back of my hand. Also unscented. I think this would be really good on top of a moisturizer, but feeling it on my hand makes me feel like this would not be the only thing that you do at night to add moisture. I believe that you can use it overnight as well. Let's see what it says. May be worn to bed as an overnight mask and can be mixed with any Drunk Elephant serum when skin is extra healthy. Okay, so I kind of like that. And they're actually vitamin F microbeads. So when I was rubbing it on my hand, you could actually see the little tiny beads kind of burst into a mask. But yeah, it doesn't smell of anything, and I feel like it doesn't sit on top of the skin, which is actually really positive. Sometimes when hydrating masks just sit on top of the skin, I feel like they do less. It seems like this one isn't so much a sealing overnight mask as it is a penetrating hydrating mask that's going to help with dehydration. All right, next, let's look. I got a beauty blender. This is actually like a little case. So it opens up like this, and you can put your wet or dry beauty blenders in here to kind of protect them. And I actually think this is really great because if you leave your beauty blenders out, they can really get gross and pick up and collect all sorts of dust. So I'm definitely going to be using this. And this is kind of one of those simple, straightforward products. Fresh also just relaunched their Youth Preserve Moisturizer. So they had the Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer, but now it has multi-action Super Lotus. And so this is essentially a stronger version of the original moisturizer that they have, and I heard that it's supposed to be even more anti-aging and hydrating. So as you can see, this is a sealed new product. Let's break the seal and look at it. Okay, it has that typical fresh cucumber smell. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit off the lid and just kind of put it on my hand to compare with the Milk moisturizer. Okay, this is a lot lighter. I think this would be really nice for all skin types because it doesn't feel heavy, but it does feel really hydrating. So I don't think it would irritate or sit too heavily on a lot of people's skin. I would say this is probably a really good moisturizer if you feel like your skin is already balanced and you're just looking for hydration and anti-aging. But I will be testing it throughout the week and I will let you know. All right, next we have a couple primers actually. I see 3 primers. We have the new All Nighter Face Primer. It's a long wear foundation grip. It's supposed to prep, smooth, and perfect your makeup. So this seems like, based on if any of you have tried the All Nighter spray from Urban Decay, I feel like this would have some of that same technology. I feel like this is the primer that you would use if you were gonna go out with the girls and you really wanted your makeup to stay on. So this will be a fun one to try. We also have the POREFESSIONAL. This is a hydrating primer. So this is supposed to minimize the look of pores, but it's supposed to hydrate you. So if you've ever tried the original POREFESSIONAL, I love that for people who have pore concerns. However, it can be a little bit drying as it is very mattifying. So I would be super interested to see what this does. Does it have the same ability to perfect pores without giving your skin that tight or matte feeling? This would probably be really great for someone who has pore concerns, but you're also combination and you don't want a matte look to your makeup. So I'm really excited about this guy. And next we have the Mindful 5. This is a new Smashbox Nourishing Face Primer Serum. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but cannabis and hemp oil has been exploding all over the beauty industry. Everyone is putting it in serums, primers, different products. So Smashbox has come out with this primer oil that has red algae, green tea, prebiotics, and cannabis sativa hemp seed oil. And what cannabis and hemp oil are supposed to do for the skin topically is they're supposed to really help with redness, irritation, and sensitivity. So I'm really excited to try this. It doesn't have obviously any CBD or anything like that, but like I said, the cannabis oil is supposed to be amazing for irritated, red, dry skin. So that'll be fun to try as well. I've never tried a cannabis sativa primer. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, next we're gonna get into some base products. Oh no, I have one more skincare item. This is a little baby size. This is a little baby size of the JOSIE MARAN Pure Argan Milk Intensive Hydrating Treatment. It's a serum. If you've never tried this before, and I have, I absolutely love it. If you're struggling with incredibly dry skin, dry flaky skin, dry patches, and you're very sensitive, this is just argan oil and distilled water. Those are the only ingredients. And the brand rep for JOSIE MARAN told me that the argan oil in this is such a tiny, tiny size molecularly that a laser light can pass through it, or something bizarre like that. So it's a really, really small, tiny form of the argan oil, so it's supposed to penetrate your skin on a really deep level. So I feel like this would be great for somebody who's incredibly sensitive and incredibly dry. I have already tried this before and I love it. So I will be giving you more thoughts on it, but those are generally my thoughts on this product. A little goes a long way, so I think the full size would be worth your money. All right, I'm looking through what is in here. I think I have a couple more primers. Can you believe it? This has been the month of primers, I guess. I have the YSL. This is the YSL Instant Matte Pore Refiner. So this is a mattifying and pore refining primer. I don't typically love a mattifying primer, but I'm definitely willing to try it. And then this guy here is the Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is super, super bougie, super popular. It's a tiny little sample that they've given me to try. Normally we get full sizes, but Yves Saint Laurent is definitely expensive, so I'm not surprised that this is a small version. But this is supposed to have little gold flakes in it, if I'm not mistaken, and it's supposed to be very blurring, but also kind of radiant as well. So that'll be fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primers, you guys. 5 primers, 2 moisturizers, 1 mask, and a serum. So we're doing really well in terms of things I can talk about. And then another skincare, Jesus, a lot of skincare, is the Shiseido Quick Gentle Cleanser. This is the WASO line by Shiseido. They recently launched the WASO line and they kind of revamped it, overhauled it. And so I'm gonna see how this goes. This just seems to be a very simple gel cleanser. So I'll give you my thoughts on that as well. In terms of products I can actually try on my face today, we have a lot of Armani. The Armani rep was very, very kind to our store this month, and I received the Luminous Silk Foundation. This is a cult classic. If you haven't tried it, a lot of celebrities swear by this, a lot of makeup artists swear by this for a good reason. My shade is 3.5, which is a bit dark for me usually, but I have self-tanned, and so it's a great summer / self-tan shade for me. This is just exactly like the name says, a super duper silky foundation. So I feel like I should try that out now, and then you guys can see what it looks like on the skin. This is truly one of my favorite foundations of all time. I can't believe it, but this is the second time that I've forgotten to wet my beauty blender, and it's truly one of my big YouTubing errors. I just always forget to prep it for a video. But anyway, here we are. I'm gonna try the foundation on the skin right now. I'm just gonna shake it up. Ooh, no, I should try a primer. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. You guys, I am not sure which one I wanna do. You know what? I'm gonna make this fun. I'm going to do the Smashbox Mindful 5 on one side, since I know this foundation well, and then I'm going to try the POREFESSIONAL on the other, and we're going to compare the two and see which side looks better at the end of this video. So I'm just gonna open this up, and on this side I'm gonna try. It has a similar texture to the original, but it's not as sticky, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take it, and I know with this guy, you're not supposed to apply a lot. So I'm just gonna take it on areas of my face that are more difficult, pore-wise. All right, put a little on the forehead. It's weird doing only half your face. It does feel really good. It doesn't feel like the original. It feels like it glides on a lot more, but I actually can see in the mirror that it has kind of filled in those pores for me. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. After this, you can see what my skin looks like. Okay, other side, I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Mindful 5. You only need 1 to 2 drops for your whole face, so I'm gonna be really careful. Just do 1 drop, rub it between my fingers, and then press it into the skin and take it across the forehead. Okay. This smells weird. I don't know what it smells almost minty. The POREFESSIONAL didn't have a scent to it, but this does. And it almost dries instantly, so I feel like I can't even spread it. I've just been like patting it in, which is super weird. This is one side. This is the side of the Smashbox primer, and this is the side of the POREFESSIONAL. And I feel like, let me see in my mirror here. Yeah, I feel like, can you guys see? I'm gonna like lean forward. This side of my face seems almost like more matte, I'd say. Anyway, okay, let's get into the foundation. I'm gonna put this on. This is my absolute favorite, mainly because it glides just so well on the skin. It just glides across the face. It looks beautiful. It's just one of those foundations that's really pretty. It makes your skin look pretty. It's one of those foundations that when people look at your skin, they're gonna give you a compliment about your skin and not about the actual foundation. They're never gonna say like, oh my gosh, your makeup is so pretty, unless you're really like wearing heavy contour or something. They're gonna say, wow, your skin looks incredible. It has a really beautiful radiance without being too dewy. So it's one of those perfect in the middle, in between foundations. It also doesn't have any SPF, so you don't have to worry about flashback. This photographs actually really, really well, which is why I think it's such a favorite for models. Beautiful, natural, radiant finish that we all love. All right, next, let's see what else I got. So these are two Sephora collection brushes. This is the 45 Pro Precision Concealer brush. And I'm really excited because I will say Sephora collection brushes are incredible. They can easily compete with a MAC brush. They're really, really good quality. They are handmade, each brush. They're cruelty-free and they're super duper soft. This guy's the 99, the Pro Sculpting Blush Brush. And I'm also really, really excited about this one. So we're definitely gonna try both of these today. I was also given the KAJA Don't Settle Concealer, and this is in the shade Waffles. And usually the brand reps or Sephora in general asks me my shade, so we don't have to do any guessing about what my shade is. I knew that these products were coming, so this is gonna match me perfectly. KAJA is a brand that was designed for Sephora, and it's a really, really fun brand if you've not looked at it, but their formula is also really, really amazing. This concealer is supposed to be incredibly lightweight and just a really, really pretty finish. So I'm excited to try it out. Oh, I was supposed to use the brush. Okay, I'm gonna use Beauty Blender on this side and brush on this side, just because I'm so used to using a Beauty Blender for concealer. It's just innate. I always get the top of my eyelid as well, just to kind of cancel out any discoloration. I'm gonna take this concealer brush and I'm going to quickly blend this out right now. I may have used a touch too much for blending it out with a brush because I kind of knew that I'd be using a beauty blender, so I've messed up. What can I say? Wow, that's much more heavy coverage with the brush. Wow, yeah, that's a heavy. That's a typically more heavy coverage than I go for. So I don't know if you can tell, but this eye is definitely more full coverage than this one. Right now we're in the clear. Let's hope it wears okay throughout the day. I may have to set this. The Anastasia NORVINA collection Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. I'm really excited. I haven't even looked at these colors yet. Oh my gosh, you guys, how pretty is this for Valentine's Day? I'm really excited. I think that I have a sneaking suspicion that NORVINA launched this collection probably also due to how successful Huda has been with the Mini Obsessions palettes. Those are incredible and they're such an incredible value, and people are loving having one palette to just take away with them on holiday, and this one fits the bill. I'm gonna take a really large fluffy brush. This is stained, but it is clean. And I'm gonna go in with this really pretty, soft, cool toned purple shade. I'm just gonna tap my brush. And I don't know if you know, but Anastasia palettes are usually really pigmented. So I'm gonna try to be very careful about the placement of that color. I usually start off by placing the color where I don't mind it being the strongest, so usually on the outer corner. And I have slightly hooded eyes, so a trick that I learned from the senior makeup artist at my store is to take the color and actually drag it further up, like essentially you want to go past your crease and you want to take it as close to the eyebrow as possible, and especially on the outer corner, just to bring that color up so that you can really see it. So if I were to keep it here, you really would only be able to see what color I had on my lid when I closed my eye. And so I'm just dragging the color up on the outer corner, and then as I go in, I kind of keep it closer to my natural crease. And this is a trick if you've ever had trouble with your eye shadow showing up. Okay, then I'm gonna take, this is fun. I'm gonna take the Periwinkle shade and I'm gonna go over top just to create a more multi-dimensional purple. And I'm gonna concentrate it first in the outer corner, looking down into my mirror so I have control. And I'm just going to keep blending. So far so good. I'm really liking how that color's looking. And then I think I'm gonna take a smaller shader brush and I'm gonna go in with a really big pop of pink. I'm gonna take this shade, what are you, B1, this really, really bright pink shade, and I'm gonna take that throughout the eyelid. Oh yeah, she's pigmented. We like it. We love to see it. So I'm being more careful here and I'm not gonna drag this over my natural crease, keeping it concentrated towards the lash line. I'm not an eyeshadow expert, you guys.
I am not a crook. I am not a crook.
There are definitely people in my store who are absolutely incredible, but I just figure if I can do it, anyone can do it, and so that's kind of why I wanted to bring you this eye look today. It's very like vampy. I really like it so far. I'm like doing a little ombre effect. I'm gonna go back in here into this middle shade and just try to transition those colors together. And I'm trying to use two brushes because I want you to see that you don't have to have many brushes to create a pretty eye look. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I'm really happy with how the eyes turned out. I think it's really soft and just really pretty. Yeah, I'm really liking this palette. I think that the colors blended out really, really easily. I am not an eyeshadow pro, and I felt like this was definitely something that I will be able to play with. And I feel like they really do help you. Like, you could make an eyeshadow look out of every row, but all these colors kind of go together, which is great. So this gets an A+ from me. Also gonna go in with this beautiful Armani, these are like the tinted eyeshadows. And I got this in the shade 8, and it's a really pretty like pearlescent lilac, kind of taupey. I'm wondering if it would fit with our eye look actually. So spontaneous, and it worked out so well. You get like a little doe foot applicator. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do like a little pop of color and see if this messes the whole thing up. Stressed. Oh, that's pretty. Hold on. That could be really cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop it in the very middle, and I'm gonna take the other side of this smudger shader brush, and I'm just gonna lightly kind of press it. It's not super, I feel like because of what we already did, it's not gonna come out super intense. Almost looks like a topper at this point, where it's giving that pearlescence to the eye look. Yeah, I really like that. We have a lot of lip stuff and also mascara. Next, we have the Fenty Beauty mascara. This has gotten a lot of hype. I'm really excited to try it out. Ooh, it's a very interesting brush. It has like a little hourglass kind of shape. Okay. Oh, you know what I like about this right now out the gate is that it's very soft. You know, sometimes when mascaras are like really intense and you can like feel how hard the brush is and you can feel like how stiff the formula is. This isn't doing that, so I really like that. Alright, somehow managed to get that all in on my eyelid, but I'm gonna fix it. It's gonna be just fine. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with some lip products. Right, this is the Armani Lip Maestro in the shade 202. Very pretty nude. This here is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. So that could be a good topper. This is the NARS Dolce Vita Afterglow Lip Balm. Ooh, so pretty. And then this is the Better Than Sex Mascara, a mini. I chose not to feature this one this time because I feel like people know what this mascara is like, and Fenty has just launched, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go in with the lip balm first because my lips feel really dry. I just wanna see what that does. Oh, it's really pink. I didn't expect it to be so pigmented. I actually feel like that goes really badly with the eyes, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I think it's way too dark and pink, so, Oh my god, this is such a different color. Okay. You know what, I might do that lip contouring thing where you do like a middle shade. Ooh, that's so pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna let that set and then I'm gonna go over top with a lip injection. But before I do that, I'm gonna finish off the look by going in with blush and bronzer. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. This is just a really standard, pretty nude. It's one of my favorite blush formulas, and I'm gonna take it using this blush brush. I'm also gonna go in with my favorite bronzer and my little dual fiber brush. You've seen this before, my Dior. Speed this up for you. So I feel like my skin and my face is looking really complete. This hasn't dried yet, and I'm wondering if it will. Feels really good though. It doesn't feel like too matte or anything. I am gonna take this little lip injection and I'm just gonna pop that in the middle, in the center of the lips. Get some on that brush. Okay. Wow, that tingles. Yeah, that'll do it. But I feel like my lips look so juicy right now. All right, you guys, that's everything in these bags. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love this look. I think it turned out so pretty. I just feel like I look like a glowing Valentine's Day date. Like, who wouldn't want to take me out, you know? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you like it. I hope you like the eyes. I can't wait to tell you which products are my absolute favorites in a little bit later this week. Bye! See you soon.